Hi guys, it's Amazing Purple Girl. This video has been a long time coming because I attended AdventureX 2023 back at the end of October going into the beginning of November, and I attended with my son for the first time. I mean, this was only my second time visiting, so it was me on my own the first time, me and my son the second time. So I'm just going to do what I did in my last video about this, which was in 2022 and was a lot more timely than this one because we're in 2024 and there should be another AdventureX this year. But anyway, I will get on with it. So what I did what I did in 22 was I introduced a trailer that I picked up, most of them from the websites of the developers, and if I couldn't find one, then I went to Steam. I just want to talk a bit about the games. So the first game that we played was Clem.
Hey, you. Wake up. And bring me beauty. Yes, that's what I need.
Right, so Clem. It was more my son playing this one. In fact, a lot of these games, I didn't get to do a lot of the playing. It was either him or both of us. But there was one or two that I played on my own. But Clem, which was a cute little game. You control a little, it's like a little sack boy from Little Big Planet on PlayStation. We quite enjoyed the puzzles. It little bit of a tough experience. The puzzles weren't too bad, but had like an extra mechanic where you had to find hidden like runes, I think they were, and we're pretty sure there was going to be a music puzzle, but we didn't get that far. I'm not sure if it was in the demo. We didn't actually quite finish the demo, but I don't think we were far off. Interesting story that you're not quite sure what's happening. You know you've got to get something to make this entity behind the door pretty. Yeah, as usual, it was me sort of working out things, and then my son working out where he needed to go. And there was something I was sure we needed to do, but we didn't manage to do it. So I don't know unless we pick up a demo again. But yeah, I enjoyed that one, so it's one to put on your wish list. Next up is miniatures. So this game isn't like well, No, actually, I think there was like an inventory, but it wasn't your typical like LucasArts type of point and click inventory game. This was more not having to press like commands, just clicking, a bit like games by Amanita Design, like Samarost and Machinarium. I don't know. Some people call it Machinarium. I call it Machinarium. But anyway, so it was that kind of, you just need to click to do something. We didn't get particularly far in the demo on this one. Hopefully it's available online. I haven't checked any of these if the demos are available online. So that's something that you can probably check. I will, as usual, be putting links in the description for each of these games. I'll probably put one for the game website and one for a Steam link, as long as there is one. Yeah, nice art. Because we didn't get too far, then I can't really say much about how the game was, which is a bit of a shame. It was a bit of a popular one, which we only got to play when we actually managed to find a space to play. Bit different, kind of interesting. So I wish I could say more about that one. The next one I want to talk about is Zid Journey. So I believe this is a sequel. Yeah, because it says Return to the Dinosaur World. Again, this was one that my son played and I just helped a bit with. He did quite well actually with this one. Well, my son's 11, so I think kids sort of pre-teen, maybe a bit younger, I'm not sure, will be fine with this game. But I think any age would enjoy it. I just think like the younger kids probably wouldn't be able to work out the puzzles, but that's like any point and click game in my opinion. With this one, again, it's got a different mechanic. You've got a little dinosaur in your backpack, a little hatchling, and he can only pick things up one at a time with his mouth. So he can't use his hands, and it's only his mouth. And you do have to use him to work out a few of the puzzles. And my son was quite impressed with how that mechanic worked. We got through that demo, and that was nice puzzles, not too hard, probably a bit harder for the kids. Like I say, I did have to help out a little bit. But if you played the first game, then I think you probably know what you're in for with this one. So I personally haven't, and I probably should. So the next game is Underground Blossom, which is in the Rusty Lake series.
Ticket, please.
My son was absolutely starstruck because he loves playing some of the games from the developer from Rusty Lake. And he's also watched GT Live. Matt Pat was playing some of the games. So, like I say, he was starstruck. I said to the developers running the stand, oh, I think he's a bit in awe that you're here. And they were absolutely lovely. And they gave him a couple of T-shirts and a bag. So that was really lovely of them. So obviously he was the one playing this. I helped again. There was just a few things that he hadn't figured out, which I could see needed doing. And we worked well as a team on this one, got through the demo. And what I've got as like their promotional material is like a ticket, because it's all set, as you saw on the trailer, it's all set on a metro. I really enjoyed this one. I haven't played any Rusty Lake games myself. I did I did help my son with one of the games that he was playing. I can't remember which one it was, or I tried to, and then he resorted to watching someone on YouTube, not MatPat this time. But yeah, it's like if he gets bored, he cheats. So whereas I'm a bit more patient. I remember I grew up in the days where Monkey Island came out and there was no online walkthroughs back then. When Monkey Island 2 came out, we had to wait for one of the magazines, which was a monthly publication, to publish the walkthrough in 4 issues. In fact, was it monthly? It might even have been quarterly. So yeah, that was joy waiting for each issue to come out. So we need the next bit. So I will confess, we never got through Monkey Island 2 without help. And it wasn't the monkey wrench puzzle that was the problem. Then we're on to Vagabond Starship.
We need to find more rutabagas or we're not going to make it home.
There are 2 nearby planets that can support life.
Whatever you need, I can probably find it.
This all sounds very dangerous.
It's a knight's job to venture into unknown lands.
I've never encountered this race before.
This isn't a spacefaring planet, so try to blend in.
Oh, you have a jail for plants.
That laser pistol has a 5.3 millisecond pre-fire. So, do you feel lucky?
We're from Art Gallery. An art gallery.
I think that the locals are starting to get suspicious.
Okay, so Vagabond Starship. This is actually a game I played on my own. No son involvement at all. He wasn't interested. I do like a bit of Star Trek, which this is clearly based off. So in the demo, you're just trying to solve a problem on the ship itself and having to do inventory puzzles. But that demo looks really good, like wider exploration out into our time, I guess it is. It's very search for Spock, the whales. But no, I enjoyed this. I mean, the graphics are a little bit rudimentary. I hope that's not rude to say. When you know you're being spoiled with beautiful art like Rusty Lake and miniatures. It has a jankiness which is a bit nostalgic. No, I did enjoy this. Unfortunately, there was a puzzle that involved maths. So I had to get my phone out to get my calculator. So that was fun. And then the calculator on my phone didn't do what I needed it to do. So the developer had to help me out. And I still didn't finish the demo. I got stuck. There was one thing I didn't try, and that was the only thing that I should have tried. And After a while, I just like I'll give someone else a go. But no, I enjoyed this one. I think it is still going to be one for the wish list, I think. And for this one, I got a nice big sticker. I might not stick it anywhere, obviously, because I've only got one. Next game, Octopus City Blues. Yeah, I hate to say I don't have much to say on this one again. My son played this and it required a controller. I'm very used to my mouse. I do have a Switch and I do have a PS3, so that's as far as it goes with controllers for me. I think it was an Xbox. No, it might have been a PlayStation actually. I can't remember. I mean, we're talking quite a few months ago now. So I just watched. It seemed to be a lot of dialogue, which for a young boy is not what he's going to be interested in, and it wasn't a game aimed at kids. So I'm sure it is a good game. It's just that, like I say, I didn't play it myself, and he wasn't interested, so we didn't stay there for that long. He gave it a go, choosing the right dialogues to get to the right sort of answers. I'm sure if I played it and if it had been mouse driven, I might have got a bit further. So next is Death of the Reprobate. This is Joe Richardson's last game. As you can see from the trailer, it's very much in the vein of his previous games. I actually got to have like a mini interview with Joe when he was there. I didn't see him on the Saturday, but he was there on the Sunday, so I did get to have a little chat. My experience of Joe's games started with Four Last Things, and I watched Markiplier play it on his channel quite a few years ago now. And it's just, he's just got a massive, Joe just has this massive, wicked sense of humour. Love the style of his games with all the art. I think it's Renaissance period. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that. But I was asking him, how did it feel to have like a big YouTuber playing his game? And Joe said that he had been grinning throughout the Let's Play. And I said, I can't remember what I asked. That was the main question I wanted to ask. Joe was really good to talk to us both. He was a bit concerned about my son playing the game, only being 11, but I think my son knows worse things than what's contained in the game, unfortunately. He's at secondary school now, and they learn all kinds of things, and like he's like me, just watching YouTube as well. So yeah, we didn't again. Oh, the demo was really popular, so we didn't get to play for a very long time, particularly. So I will have to check if the demo is available because it's one that I definitely want to carry on with. So it's very much the same vein as his previous games, where you're just doing these tasks. So inventory puzzles and lots of crude jokes. There's there's not a great deal to say about it. If you've seen Joe's games, then I think you know what you're in for, really. Yeah, maybe I should have played this on my own, but like I say, we're lucky to get a go at all. Yeah, I think I just asked him about the process of making the game, choosing the pictures, and he was saying he just picked what he liked. And I said, "Oh, it must have been time consuming because I think he said he went through a catalogue, thousands of pictures to choose from, isn't there?" So yeah, if you like Joe's stuff, get this on your wish list. And why wouldn't you? Because he makes fantastic games. So the next game that I'm going to talk about is The Quiet Things.
We're just giving you a call as your wife is not doing well. She might not have long left.
Mum, she's at the hospice though. She hasn't gone to a special place, she's just gone. It's just me and you, Wolfie. Dear Diary, my name is Alice.
What I'm about to tell you, I've never told anyone. Things just feel wrong. Everything just gets worse and worse.
It's there to remind you what happens when you disobey me.
Am I bad? Am I evil?
Look at me when I'm speaking to you.
I have to get out of here. If I don't, it will kill me.
So this game, actually, yeah, my son and I played this together. I let him lead. We were warned it can be a bit tough on kids because of the issues being raised. And obviously being based on a true story, it's been handled in a particular way. I did get to speak to Alex and I said, it must have been tough to be going through those old memories. So this game won't be for everyone at all. My problem with the mouse sensitivity was not great, and yeah, it was making me motion sick. I did give them that feedback, and I think they're going to be able to do something when it gets released. So I have high hopes for that. I hope this is one that gets picked up. There was a Kickstarter, but obviously bringing this to you so late, that has been and gone. I didn't know there was a Kickstarter until I was looking at the material for this video. So unfortunately I also missed the Kickstarter. I definitely would have contributed if I'd known about it, so that's on me. So apart from the motion sickness, it was an experience because you're keeping in the back of your mind this is based on a true story, and what Alex went through is not nice at all. But she's just trying to raise awareness, which I think is very noble. To do that sort of thing through the media of games is, something that I quite admire. Being a huge game player myself, been playing games practically all my life, then for me it's a really important media, and it's good they've chosen this way to explore it. And here, this one is more, it's not inventory, you're literally looking for the clues. And again, it's something different, and I do like something different in games. You want games to have a USP. This definitely had it. But like I say, it's not going to be for everyone, definitely. And finally, we come to a game I think a lot of people are anticipating, Heir of the Dog.
I don't feel so good. Uh-oh.
I like that. Do it again.
What are you talking about?
From the farthest reaches of the east to the great unknown of the west.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, minty bum hugs. I think I'm in enough trouble already. I need to sort out the antidote, and fast.
Right, so what can I say about Heir of the Dog, really, that hasn't been said? Nothing, because everyone's talking about this game. Everyone's talking about Tall Story games. I did kind of meet Tom at 2022, but then I actually properly met him last year. We had a good chat because we do kind of talk to each other on Twitter, as it were, through tweets. I'd say we're Twitter acquaintances, if you like. He doesn't mind me atting him, so I do, just to bother him. No, my son and I have just, as of yesterday, finished Lucy Dreaming, which was Tall Story Games' first game, and we had a fantastic time with that. I did not record it because if I'm playing games with my son, it's not going to be for the channel. It's just going to be for us. And I'm not always going to record everything I play anyway. Other people have played Lucy Dreaming. Tyrion Shepherd has. Go watch his game Let's Play if you don't want to play it yourself, but I highly suggest you do play it yourself if you haven't already. But we're not here to talk about Lucy Dreaming. So Heir of the Dog, what can I say? Loved the mechanic of using the watch to change time and also change the protagonist into a hairy creature. I think at the end of the demo it's supposed to be a twist, but I guessed it right at the beginning. Sorry, Tom. And Tom has subscribed to my channel recently, so I doubt he'll watch this, but you never know. I'm sure he knows that, well, from the description, he should know that his game's going to be in this video. Yeah, I did guess that twist. Oh, and we had to play it twice. So we did play it on the Saturday and we didn't finish, but our progress was saved. And then on the Sunday, we came to pick up our saved game, and it looked like someone had written over it because they picked up stuff that I hadn't. So I don't know if they started from my saved game or if they just saved it over my slot. I don't know. But anyway, so we speed ran where we had got to, and we finished the demo on the Sunday. And yeah, if you like Lucy Dreaming, you're going to love Heir of the Dog. Absolutely. It just, the spirit of point and click, the spirit of LucasArts, because they're obviously the alpha when it comes to point and click adventures. So I believe everyone is anticipating this game to come out this year. I'm not sure if that's been confirmed, but it's what a lot of us point-and-click adventure players are talking about. Tom did have to nudge me in the right direction at one point. I will admit that. I try not to cheat when I'm playing, especially if I'm playing games for the channel. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't notice something could be picked up, but I didn't. So there you go. That's on me. But that's it for Heir of the Dog. And that is actually it for the games that we played at AdventureX 2023. So as I say, had someone else in tow this time. He definitely wants to come back this year. So it looks like it's going to be me and my son again. And he'll be 12. Almost a teenager at that point. So yeah, that's going to be fun to look forward to. But I'm trying to turn him into a point and click gamer, but it's not easy. He's not got the same enthusiasm as I have or had at his age. And I was younger than him when I was playing these games. Started off playing with my sister, and now I just play on my own or with my son. Mostly on my own. So I had a fantastic time, got to see people like Michael, Yak Wax Lips, and Terrian Shepherd, and we just kind of talk on Twitter every now and then or through YouTube comments. So it's nice to see people that I have met the previous year, and then I was meeting people. I also met David and Sophie Younger again. I managed to introduce myself as a backer of Foolish Mortals in 22 and got to have a chat with them in last year. Didn't play the demo again because I have played it for the channel, but that's another game. Everybody is looking forward to coming out, and that is supposed to be coming out this month, I believe. I hope I haven't got that wrong. I think it's supposed to be out the end of January. Yeah, so, and then properly meeting Tom, meeting Joe, a brief hello to Dave Gilbert again. Didn't meet Tony Warrener or Charles Cecil, but wow, it was just amazing being there when they were there. Talked to Tony. Tony subscribed to my channel as well, actually. Yeah, I've talked to Tony on Twitter. I bought his book. Haven't read it. It is in my office in my day job. I have my own office and I have books, special important books are kept there. So there you go, that's in the right place. Obviously, if I do want to read it at any point, I'm going to have to bring it home because I don't read when I'm working, funnily enough. So yeah, I had a great time. Kind of good being there with someone else. And actually, it was fine going to the talks because I brought my Switch, and so that kept my son occupied. One of the talks we really enjoyed was designing escape rooms. Now that was really interesting talk. We've done a few escape rooms. We did one last year for my son's birthday, for his 11th, and we did escape in time, just. But if you've not done an escape room and you do like point and click, I think you would actually enjoy doing an escape room. So it's something to think about. And that's why, obviously, they were at AdventureX, because it is kind of connected, the world. They're games and they've got puzzles, and we're playing games with puzzles. So, but that's it for now on what we played. Definitely will be going again this year, and not on my own. So that's good to know. And looking forward to seeing people again. I do try to talk to people, but I'm very introverted, hence not having my face in this video. I know I have my face in some of my older videos, but that's for things like Gish, which I've talked about a lot. If you see videos that say Gish and Gish West and they're odd, don't worry about them. It was an internet scavenger hunt run by Misha Collins from Supernatural and Gotham Knights. Please don't worry about it. They're there for posterity, for history. So I guess that's it for now. And my voice will be back in my next Let's Play. I'm planning on doing a demo of Sleepy Time Village, because I'm very intrigued by the premise of a game that mixes Life on Mars with the Magic Roundabout. Life on Mars being a show I absolutely adored when it was on, and Magic Roundabout being part of my childhood, but not obviously when it originally aired because I'm not quite that old. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. And of course, I need to continue with Intruder in Antiquonia. I left Natalie in a very precarious situation with the police banging at the door. So her and Karim, I remembered his name actually. Her and Karim have a sticky situation to get out of. What will happen? I don't know because I haven't actually played anymore. And yes, there's more Tally Hall to come. I have a particular video in mind, which is Tally Hall and Markiplier again. I know I've done at least one. I think it's only one actually. I've done one of those. This is going to be quite a bit longer though because I'm going to be using a song, an actual song. So it's going to be like a mini music video like I did with We Are in Space. So that's to come. I have 2 more Tally Hall and member quizzes to come. I've talked about them on my community tab. So if you're interested, you can go and look at what is happening with those. You're probably not interested because if you're watching this, you are probably not one of my Tally Hall fans. That's all I've got planned. But I'm just rambling now. This has got nothing. This is just about the channel rather than AdventureX, and it's still just a picture of AdventureX because I don't want to put my face on here. I'm in an hoodie. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see great big dark space behind me, you know. Anyway, so for now, I will say goodbye.